Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Frustrated Dak Prescott fires defiant message after Cowboys Week 8 heartbreak. In a stirring bout of Sunday Night Football, the Dallas Cowboys, led by quarterback Dak Prescott, nearly overturned a 17-point fourth-quarter deficit against the San Francisco 49ers, only to fall short in the final moments. Despite the heartbreak, Prescott conveyed a steadfast message to fans and critics alike, underscoring the team's resilience and commitment to the season. Nobody is shaken or giving up. Frustration is very high. It's a long season, Prescott stated after the game via John Machota on X, formerly Twitter. The game itself was a roller coaster for Prescott, who, after a lackluster start, ignited in the fourth quarter, connecting twice with wide receiver CeeDee Lamb for touchdowns that fueled the Cowboys' comeback. Despite the pair of interceptions that marred his performance, Prescott's night ended with a commendable 243 yards on 25 completions out of 38 attempts. However, the night's efforts were insufficient to clinch the win. The Cowboys' final drive encapsulated their evening, a sequence of missed opportunities as Prescott threw 4 consecutive incomplete passes when a touchdown was necessary to snatch victory. Conversely, the 49ers celebrated a vital win that brought their record to an even 4-4. Tight end George Kittle, playing on what is affectionately known as National Tight Ends Day, a concept he famously initiated, exhibited a standout performance with 128 receiving yards and a touchdown. The Cowboys' running game, usually a bastion of their offensive strategy, struggled to gain momentum. With Ezekiel Elliott and Dalvin Cook as the primary backs due to Rico Dowdle's illness, the team managed a meager 59 yards from 19 carries. Elliott did find the end zone in the first half but couldn't catalyze the ground game beyond that. Post-game, the reality of a 3-4 record sets a challenging tone for Dallas as they prepare to hit the road against the Atlanta Falcons in Week 9. The looming Week 10 showdown against division rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles, adds further pressure to rebound quickly. Prescott's resolve in the face of adversity and his acknowledgement of the team's need for improvement encapsulates the Cowboys' current state. While the frustration is palpable, the determination to turn around the season remains undeterred. The team's resilience, mirrored by Prescott's leadership, will be crucial as they navigate the midseason and aim to revive their playoff hopes. Cowboys legend sends urgent demand to Jerry Jones after loss to 49ers. The Dallas Cowboys' early season struggles continued in Week 8 as they suffered a 30-24 loss to the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday Night Football. It wasn't as close as the final score may appear, as the 49ers held a 17-point lead in the fourth quarter. But Dak Prescott got things going late, bringing his team within one possession. Dallas even had a chance to take the lead towards the end of regulation but failed to move the ball on its final drive, resulting in a turnover on downs and ultimately ending the game. Still, Mike McCarthy's squad was outplayed in nearly every aspect of the game, with his offense held to just 292 total yards compared to San Francisco's 469. Not to mention the 2-turnover differential, thanks to the works of the highest-paid player in the league in Prescott, who threw 2 interceptions. Many Cowboys supporters were left unhappy with the final results, including former Dallas star wideout Dez Bryant. The former All-Pro receiver expressed his frustrations with a demand to team owner Jerry Jones. "Fire everybody Jerry," Bryant wrote on X, "quit F*** around." Even with their recent woes, the Cowboys have a glimmer of hope with the return of star defenders Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Darren Bland on the horizon. Still, their reinsertion into the Dallas lineup won't fix their NFL worst rushing attack, which was averaging 77.2 yards per game prior to the 49ers' loss. The Cowboys' 56 yards on the ground in San Francisco will only decrease this number. Bryant knows a thing or two about mediocrity in Dallas. In 8 seasons with the organization from 2010 to 2017, the former Oklahoma State star saw his Tony Romo-led teams have similar outputs as McCarthy has had in his Cowboys tenure, posting great regular seasons but failing to make any noise in the postseason. This season, Dallas has found themselves sitting with a 3-4 record and out of playoff position going into Week 9. There is time to turn things around, but with a brutal schedule coming up, which includes games against the Atlanta Falcons, Philadelphia Eagles, Houston Texans, and Washington Commanders, Jones needs to find some answers. And fast. Calls mount for Super Bowl coach's dismissal after devastating loss on Sunday. Following the New York Jets' loss to the Minnesota Vikings in Week 5, Robert Saleh became the first NFL head coach to be fired in the 2024 season. Several other coaches appear to be on the hot seat heading into November. Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy came into the season with heavy expectations to make a deep playoff run after his team was blown out at home by the Green Bay Packers in the wild card round. Before the season, owner Jerry Jones agreed to contract extensions with 2 core players, quarterback Dak Prescott and wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, so the front office is behind the talent on the current roster. The Cowboys entered their bye with a 3-3 record following a 47-9 loss at home to the Detroit Lions in Week 6. McCarthy had 2 weeks to prepare Dallas to play a shorthanded 3-4 San Francisco 49ers team on Sunday night in Week 8. Cowboys fans thought before the game that the 49ers' many injuries in Week 8, especially losing Brandon Ayuk for the season, would give Dallas no excuses to lose to San Francisco on Sunday night. The Cowboys enjoyed a 10-3 lead before giving up 24 unanswered points in the second and third quarters. Dallas would make a comeback in the fourth, but would ultimately lose 30-24 at Levi's Stadium. The 49ers outgained the Cowboys 469-292 in total yards. Dallas only rushed for 56 yards against a San Francisco team that is in need of a run-stopping defensive tackle after losing Javon Hargrave for the season to a triceps injury. Fans called for the Cowboys to dismiss McCarthy, who won Super Bowl 45 as the head coach of the Packers, after the loss to the 49ers. Multiple commenters questioned McCarthy's decision-making and play-calling abilities. Mike McCarthy using a timeout with 3:23 left in the game after the 49ers just ran for 7 yards is the definition of why he shouldn't be a head coach, posted one fan. His decision-making is absolutely terrible. The Cowboys are terrible. Dak is incredibly overrated and they had the chance to get out from under him this offseason, but nope. Not saying this to excuse Dak Prescott's poor decision-making, but there's no way the Cowboys front office can look at the offense's performance and think it's a good idea to bring Mike McCarthy back after the season, wrote another. You have to fire Mike McCarthy, the play calling was horrible, one fan commented. Fire Mike McCarthy, posted another, calling the last timeout before the 2-minute warning then going 0-4 right after his incompetence. Fire Mike McCarthy, play calling is horrible, suggested a fan. Maybe it's time to fire Mike McCarthy, this team looks so unprepared, posted a frustrated fan. The Cowboys' next 4 games come against the 5-3 Atlanta Falcons, 5-2 Philadelphia Eagles, 6-2 Houston Texans, and 6-2 Washington Commanders. Sunday's loss to the 49ers will make it hard for the team to stay in the playoff race before December. McCarthy has a 45-29 record with the Cowboys and a 170-105-2 record as a head coach in the league. McCarthy is 1-3 with Dallas in the postseason. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Mike McCarthy? Leave your opinion in the comments.